If you give me the next few moments out of your day, I'm going to explain exactly how my team helped generate over $40,000 for this one client within just 30 days of working together, right? So just to give you guys a little bit more insights on what they were doing before working with us and why they even came to work with us, let's just kind of dive right in, right? So before they came to work with us, they were stuck at right around $10,000 to $15,000 months organically. They were working with a shitty marketing agency who burned through capital, having no idea how to scale past $200 days with Andromeda, which is exactly why we took over, right? And so when you see we took over, we really took over, right? There's a drastic jump in revenue from when we took over right here, right? And this is 40,789 euros, which translates to, I think, like $47,000 USD, which is absolutely fucking amazing, right? Within 30 days of working together, right? And so we noticed that the workload was going to be very light because they had proven winning products. You know, they had a strong, large ICP with strong psychological pain points, and they had a large budget for ad spend, okay? They were doing $10,000 organically before working with us, and their product was tied into religion and faith, which is, you know, very, very easy to market. And the brand owner was open to spending over $5,000 a month on ads, right? They weren't spending $20 a day on ads. That's not what got them to over $10,000 in revenue from ads, as you can see right here, right? They spent 3,500 euros to bring back a little over 14,000 euros, which translates somewhere between $16,500 in USD revenue, right? So if we take a look right here, we see our cost per purchase is pretty much dirt cheap right here. We got a $14 CPA, $8 CPA, $10 CPA, and it only got better once we actually scaled this campaign right here. As you can see, right, $13 CPA, 151 purchases, $2,000 or 2,000 euros in ad spend to bring back a little over 8,600 euros in return with a 4x return, right? So we absolutely crushed it in the first month of working together. Now, why couldn't they scale past 10 to 15K months before working with us, right? This is what we actually analyzed before we introduced our services for them. We noticed that the products were performing very well organically. They had proven market demand, but they couldn't convert their content into scalable revenue. They ran ads using top of funnel ad strategies. They targeted a broad demographic with a highly niche product catalog. And this is exactly why the previous agency couldn't scale past $200 to $300 a day. They were not failing, they were just simply stuck, right? And how did we manage to scale past this bottleneck and fix these problems? The first steps that we took, right, is that we onboarded the client and we spent the next week diagnosing all of the current backend issues, right? So we noticed that there was tons of issues that was going on the back end, which was resulting in them not being able to scale past that benchmark of 10 to 15K months with the agency prior, right? So after that, we took action and we fixed all of these back-end issues that we noticed. We completely restructured their landing page, helped build out a strong incentivizing offer, and then that led into step 3, obviously, right? So step 3, we had to completely restructure their marketing strategies, right? We had to improve the pain points of each product. We really had to tap into the religious selling points of each product, really highlighting the religious benefits of buying these products and making these customers feel really enticed and connected to the store or the products that we were selling, because it was heavily tied into religion and faith, right? And that's exactly what we did, right? And so moving on to step 4 was the final step of the puzzle, right? Or the final piece of the puzzle. And it was just simply making highly converting ad creatives that would absolutely print, right? So if you take a look right here, this is exactly what I mean by religious-based products, or religious-based swimwear products, heavily tied into Muslim culture, right? And as you see, we built out a strong incentivizing offer, 50% off. Our messaging was heavily tied into faith and religion, and the products were directly called out within the first, headline of the images that we were running, right? And so if we do a little recap on everything that we ended up fixing for them within each step, right, here's exactly what we did. We fixed their offer, we fixed their landing pages, we fixed their marketing structure and their creative ad strategy, and which this resulted in, a little over 5,000 USD with ads within the first week of working together. As you can see right here, right, we spent 1,100 euros to bring back a little over 4,400 euros, which I think translates to, around 5,000 USD at a 3.95 return, right? Absolutely amazing. Look at the ROAS right here, 7, 4, 7, 4, right? Absolutely amazing. Cost per purchase is dirt cheap, right? And it even allowed us to hit some crazy results like this every time we uploaded a new campaign. So if we take a look right here, we have a 1 cent cost per purchase. We spent 2 cents to bring back 87 euros worth of purchase conversion value, which is a 4,365 ROAS, which is absolutely insane. And so we know that there is tons of brands that are stuck in this exact loop, right? They're working with shitty media buyers. They cannot simply scale past 10 to 15K months. They get one good recurring product, product that does well organically, but they simply cannot put paid traffic behind it because they end up wasting and burning capital. So if you're stuck in the same exact loop that this brand was, you can simply tap the landing page within the description of this video where you're going to be able to book a one-to-one discovery call so that we can help you fix these actual problems within your business.